Good morning. I hope you're well. My name is Jerome and I am the Sane Realist. So, 2 days in a row. Wow. Um, I'm only making a video today because I need to kind of work something out verbally in my own head, or at least further work it out. you know, or maybe I haven't told you guys, in the last like 3 months, um, my wife's kid lost the ability to take care of the dog, and it was an old dog, and they had it living in a van out in the sun, hot, and so I guess they lost something. I don't know what happened, but drug world. But they couldn't take care of the dog anymore, and so it's like, well, Mom, what are we gonna do? And of course, the dog came here. Old lady dog, old, like 15 years old, uh, grumpy, was not happy with life at all. It took a full week and a half for her to figure out this is real. I got a whole place to myself with soft floors and cool air and really good food. You know, I fed her pork loin every day for breakfast. She would get like the equivalent to 3 pork chops, cut up and nice with rice and an egg, and trying to keep her going, trying to keep her healthy. And if I'm gonna take care of somebody, I'm gonna do it right. So I noticed over, I don't know, the last 3 weeks or so that she's having a hard time pooping and kind of doesn't move real good, and she seems like she's just in pain generally. She was very stoic, but she was in pain. And this morning it finally got to the point where I put down her pork loin breakfast, and she just kind of looked at me and looked at it like, I'm sorry, dude, I can't eat that. And I was like, oh shit, this is it. I've been, in the last week or so, looking at her and going, you know what? It's probably pretty close to the end for her. I don't know why, but I can just sense it. I feel it coming. And I really tried to prepare myself, let's call it that, for the loss of this dog, which I had taken on as my dog. And yesterday was her last day. All of a sudden, out of the blue, as soon as I'm like, hey, this dog is super sick, something's wrong, everybody came out of the woodwork, including the kid, the son. And I think he's the one that actually made the decision to have her, quote unquote, put down or put to sleep, whatever the euphemistic term they use for killed is. It's for her own good, etc., etc. She would have really had it probably would have taken about a week, but because it turns out she had what organ is it that creates white blood cells and filters the blood? I can't remember the name of it, but she had cancer of that organ. And it had burst. The cancer had burst, and as soon as it bursts, it grows like nodules. And if they burst, then it spreads cancer throughout the animal, or person, I imagine. And it takes almost no time at all for it to grow giant. And it was giant. It was the size of a football inside this little dog. She was a 50-pound dog, so she wasn't a tiny thing, but she had a tumor this big inside of her. What a soldier. What a stoic little creature. She never whimpered. 2 nights ago, she whimpered and whined while she was sleeping, and my wife mentioned that. It sounds like she was like barking in her sleep or something. I'm like, my dogs don't really do that. She was probably laying there in pain, whimpering, not wanting to be an issue with, poor girl. For all I know, she might have been thinking, maybe if I hide it, it won't kill me. I don't know. I just don't know. And after yesterday's, or video, or the day before, I don't remember, but talked about being prepared and being brave and being willing to take a chance. Would have been kind of like if the excuse me, if the guy who had 5,000 or 2,000 coins had lost it, had invested it and tried to make money and legitimately just lost it. What would the rich guy have said to him? If the 1,000 guy had still hid his in the dirt, but the 2,000 and the 5,000 guy had tried and then lost it just because they weren't good at making money. You know, I wonder. Probably the master would have said, well, you know, you guys tried. It was a legitimate, honest effort. Sometimes things don't go well. You know, you can at times, despite your preparation, despite your willingness to take chances and do the right thing, can still end up losing. Indeed, nothing in this life is guaranteed. And to be prepared, I tried to be prepared. I really did. I mean, I was like, in my head, envisioning her going off to the vet and her not coming back and all of it. I just knew. It's like, yeah, it's coming. It's any time now. But still. Well, you know, the I Ching talks about the expression of raw human emotion, and if it is sincere and in the right, the witnessing of it has an awe-inspiring and transformative effect on those who see it, causing them to be bent as grass by the wind, without them knowing that it's even occurring. So, Sonny, I love you. I think this one convinced my wife that, yeah, animals have souls. You know. Excuse me. So this one is from my little sweetie, Sonny. Have a good day.